Hi, this is Tina, and this is TOG News and Nature. And today we're going to talk about the Amanita archaea. It's a fungi species, and it's considered they are considered the most dangerous fungus you ever have in the world. And this is a photo of the fungus, the Amanita archaea. And the left one is the youngest, and then the right one is the mature. So throughout the picture, left to right, is as it's aging. So as you can see, the cap of the Amanita archaea, when it's young, is smaller and narrow, and throughout the aging part, it's starting to get bent and then flat. So, and then the stem right here is also more wide and short, and then in the mature part it's more skinny and long. And then there is a common name, and the common name of the Amanita archaea is the Latin American death cap. And what do you mean by that? Because the caps are, I believe the caps are the most dangerous and poisonous part of this fungus mushroom. And as you can see in the picture on the right, it's also a young fungus, and then the cap are shiny-ish because it's sticky, so it's shiny. There's a liquid fluid, a clear fluid that comes out from the cap, so it makes it sticky. But the stems are dry, and they like to live in the area, in like a Mexico area, like over here, as Mexico, Colombia, somewhere around there, like over here, Mexico. They like to live in that hot and humid area. They usually live in forest. You can find them in your gardens, your yards. They usually hide under the trees and shadows in between, and they like hot environment and climates. And Mexico is kind of hot too. And like I said, this is considered the most dangerous and poisonous fungus you will ever eat and seen in the world, around the world. And the most dangerous one is actually this one right here, the Amanita diloy. That is considered the most dangerous. And then the right here is the Amanita arocheae. And as you can see, the Amanita diloy is more like brownish orange in the cap, in the middle of the cap, but the edge is like really white. Like you can see a big layer of white. Also over here, this is when it's young, and this is when it becomes mature. But the Amanita arocheae is like gray mixed with brownish in the center of the cap, and also in the edge too. The stems are, they're kind of the same. But this is the tree, the tree for the ancestor tree, basically. And then the Amanita diloy is over here. This is the scientific name to it also. But they're clay 1, and then the clay 3 right here is the Amanita arocheae. So they're similar. They're really similar, as you can see. But the Amanita arocheae, it falls under. It's basically, this is their ancestor, and they live in the kind of the same area, climate, Mexico, Colombia, around that area. And this is the tree for it. Yeah. And then this is the tree, and then the life cycle. They go through asexual reproduction first with their spores. Asexual with their spores, with the haploid, the germination, and then they created mycelium. And then as the mycelium goes through here, also still in haploid, it will be the plasmodium, And then it'll become the, right here, as you can see the color right there, is the heterokaryote stage. Heterokaryote stage, and they are unfused nuclei from different parents. And then right here, as when it becomes diploid, like fertilization comes, I guess, they fuse together and the cycle a cycle is formed. Well, and all of this, the plasmogamy, and the heterokaryote and the karyogamy are all happens in the sexual reproduction. And then meiosis happen, and then go back to spore, and then germinization, and go back to asexual over and over again in the cycle. And then become mature, yeah. And then this is the map, yeah. And then this is some references. And thank you so much. And remember, very important to stay away from this mushroom. They're highly dangerous. People that ate before usually passed away, like die within the day or the next day. If you're lucky enough to not poison, or I mean not die from it, not dying from this, eating from this mushroom, you probably will have a bad, like, liver damage and intestine damage because it's highly poisoned. And it's true story that happens before. So yeah, remember, stay away from this. It's really dangerous. And as you can, and then in the research, it says that the Amanita arocheae, it only poisons you and kills you after you digest it. Maybe if you put it in your mouth, just on chewing it, you just spit it out and maybe you'll be fine. Drink some water, but if you digest it, it's just too late. It will just digestion, and then you're just starting to get poisoned, and then you just feel like the symptom are you feel toxic and just like vomiting, bad stomach ache, yeah, and something like that. So remember, stay away from this normal, common looking mushroom, but very, very dangerous and highly dangerous to you. And thank you. This is Tina again, and it's TOG News and Nature. Have a good one. Okay. All right.